Hello and welcome, guys. Thank you once again for joining me for another Facebook Live. Also, I want to take time out to thank you guys that catch me on the replay on demand from our YouTube channel or from SoundCloud. It is an honor to be here with you every night, and I'm just looking forward to the things to come. Tonight, we're starting our Time to Talk series, and we will just discuss tonight about it's time to see me. So it's not about me at all. Again, I word things in such a way to where when you say it or when you read it, you're actually saying it about yourself. So nothing that I do here is at all about me, but it is all about you. And so I just thank you guys for joining me. So as you're logging on, please go ahead and like and share this video. I won't hold you long tonight. I don't have a whole lot to discuss tonight. But nevertheless, glad you're here and glad you sacrificed so much of your time to show your support and dedication to this platform. So when I say it's time to see me, I just want to encourage you, the listeners or the viewers of this platform, is to just recognize that now is the time to stand up and be counted. So often, even as I think back at my own life and my own situations, cycles in life, as a result of the cycles that I had in life, I would sit back and kind of hide in the background. And now it seems like in the shift, I am more on the front lines. And I can kind of see what hiding away in the background's kind of done for not only my self-confidence, but also just being aware of who I am and being sure of who I am. And so now that as I sit here on the front lines, I get to dictate how others see me or portray me. Now, with that being said, that does not say that everyone is going to like me. That does not say that everyone has to agree with what I say, because we know that we are all different. But what that does say is that when I say something or I give a message, I believe in that I am saying or that I am sharing with you. Now, what you have an opportunity to do at that time is either accept the information and perceive it as such, or you reject the information. And that's one of the things that I want you guys that are still hiding kind of in the background to understand. No matter what you do or where you go in life, everybody is not going to perceive you in the same mannerism or accept you. And that's okay. So if it's that fear of no one will like what I have to say, or no one will like what I have to offer, is what's been holding you back, I want to encourage you tonight to take the risk anyway. It's time for people to see you. It's time for you to share with us what you have kept hidden for so long. And do you know that when you step out and you finally take the risk, you'll find that it wasn't as bad as you thought it was? A lot of times we're our own worst enemy. We're our biggest critic. We give ourselves such a hard time. We minimize ourselves based on past experiences or rejections. And we fail to realize that people reject us or try to stand in our way because they see how powerful we are. They see the impact that we can bring. And being that they can't do it, they'll do whatever they can to hold you back. Now, it's up to you at that point if you allow yourself to stand in the background or if you will get bold enough to just take the risk. I see a lot of people from day to day, and I talk to people, and if you don't see yourself in a position of power or in a position of business ownership, which is a lot of what we talk about here, if you can't see yourself on the front lines, you can't transfer that ability to be there to your clientele or to your audience. You first see yourself in a position in your mind. And if you're already defeated in your mind, people are going to see you how you portray yourself. Now, I'm not saying at all that me sitting here in front of the camera every night is a place of where I'm just totally confident and that I don't make mistakes. But what I am saying is that every night I continue to come back to this chair and I try it again and I try it again. So what does that do to my self-confidence? So at that time, whatever I'm feeling or however confident I am in my message, you see me. You see me in that light. And so even on the days that I feel like maybe I'm not as prepared as I should be, or maybe the subject is kind of something that I struggle with, I find that just getting here and taking the risk is sometimes some of the best product that I ever put out. Because I tell you guys, it's not at all about the numbers. Numbers don't excite me. What excites me is that I have something in me that I can transfer to you, and it in returns increases your value, your confidence. You're encouraged, you're educated, you're empowered. And then to see you produce something just because you heard a little something that give you just the nudge you needed, just the confidence you needed to know that what you have is important. And then there you go. Now you're in a place to where somebody can see you and you can see what great gifts you have. We need you. We need you. And we can't see you if you continue to hide in the background. Who knew that this was in me all those years hiding in the background? Had knowledge, discernful on a lot of things, but just not confident enough to speak up or to stand up. And so now I start what I do late, right? Because I'm over 40, right? So to me, that's starting late. I could have started years ago because this girl you see now, she was there in that little 20-year-old girl. She was there in that 30-year-old woman. She was there at that 40-year-old woman. But it's taken all this time for me to see me and for me to be able to transfer what I have so that now you see me. And that's what I want you guys to think about. You have something special. You are special. And I want to encourage you to stand up and be seen. Now, that may not mean you're on a platform like this, sitting in front of a camera, but you know what it is, right? You know exactly what it is. And I encourage people that even if they have a job, even if you have a day job, there's still something great in you that you can do outside that job. Just having a job that pays you well and gives you a nice life, that's not enough. That's not purpose. I believe that your work starts after that job ends, right? So if you're working a 9 to 5, at 5 o'clock, it's time to go to work. Because what you've done was you worked for somebody else and you've made their dreams happen and you made them rich from 9 to 5. Now at the 5 o'clock, it's time for you to go and get on your grind. I hope that you understand what I'm saying, because there's not a fulfillment in working a 9 to 5 job. There's always something more that you can do, always something more that you can give. And the only way people see you is after 5 o'clock, when they see you living out your passion. They see you living out your dream. They see you living out your purpose. That's when we see you. We have all the time in the world now to focus on what that is. And I've said so many times before, for some of us, it's just one thing. For others, it's 2 or 3 things. But all you have to do is try one. Try one thing that you can share with us, with the world, with your family, with your community, that will help us see you. Because I can tell you that it is necessary. I was sitting here the other day and I was sitting across the table listening and having a conversation with my mom and some of the other family members that were sitting here at the house with me. And one of the things my mom mentioned, she said, I'm going to get me a heavy duty sewing machine and I'm going to start sewing again. Now, don't you know that's awesome? Because at that point, whatever she creates, we're going to see her. We know that whatever she produces, it comes from love. And she got to reminiscing about going through all her materials and things and finding outfits that she began to sew years ago that she never completed. How awesome is it to go back and look at all these things that we started before and that we never finished? It's not too late to go back and pick those things up. And that's what I had to do with my life. I had to pick up the pieces that remained, as broken as they were, hanging on by a thread sometimes, picking up those pieces and continue to press forward. A lot of times that's all we have. If it's our dignity, if it's just our broken heart, if it's all the hurt, whatever it is, I encourage you tonight to pick it up and let's press forward together. Somebody is waiting on you. Understand this, no matter where you are in life, and no matter where you see or portray someone else being in their lives, we're all just a work in progress. None of us have arrived. We're all trying to make it. We're all dealing with issues. Have enough confidence to do what you do and let us see you. We want to see you on the front lines, with that self-confidence, a work in progress and all, because we all are. We're all trying to figure this thing out. We're all trying to figure it out. Another thing I want you to remember is that you no longer allow others to determine what your worth is. No longer allow others to dictate or determine what your worth is. That's confidence. When you decide what you're worth, when you decide that you're going to step out and do it anyway, at that point, you take all the controls back. So your 9-to-5 pays you $12.25 an hour. They don't get to dictate your worth. Continue to take the $12.25 an hour and go build your empire. Okay? It's what it's all about. So you now are in control of determining what your worth is. Build your platform, build your empire, and while you're a work in progress, let us see you. Let us see you grow. Let us see you develop. Give us your service. Give us your product. We need you. We realize that others have judged us too soon. But remember what I said, they judge us because of their own perception of themselves, or even jealousy sometimes. But a lot of times it's the perception that they have of themselves. They can't see themselves doing it, so they judge us. And they impart that fear into us. So we continue to sit in the background. But today, I want to encourage you to let us see you. It's time. All right, guys, I appreciate you joining me tonight. This is our Time to Talk series. Not only that, today, I just finished my second book. And the name of that book is Time to Talk. And guys, I tell you, I am really sharing a lot of my personal beliefs, a lot of what I want to impart into you, to share with you, just to increase your knowledge, not only of who I am, but things that I want to teach you that I think it's important for you to learn. So I'm so excited. I will be releasing that book May 2020. And I can't wait for you to see it. Not only that, we're getting ready to do a Mother's Day giveaway. And I'm so excited about that. And no, you don't have to be a mom to participate in the giveaway. You can be a man and participate in the giveaway. You could have a significant other or a friend or someone you want to give the giveaway to. So I am so excited. The giveaway is valued at over $175 right now. And so I'm going to be giving details not only on how you can get a copy of my new book, but also how you can get your name in the giveaway. How awesome is that? All right, guys. So nevertheless, remember as always, like and share this video. Go ahead and leave me a comment or a question if you have one. Catch it, the replay on YouTube or SoundCloud, and educate yourself throughout the day. It is necessary. We want to see you. All right, guys, y'all have a good night, and I'll see you again tomorrow for our Time to It's Time to Talk series. Have a good night.